All right. Chella's in art theft mode, so that topic will inevitably pop back up. But we'll see how it goes. Oh.
It must have been so very difficult for art theft to occur back in these times.
Yeah.
You know, before printing presses and stuff, before printing in general, before the internet.
Yep.
Everything had to
even
be
early internet. Art theft was not. It's really art theft has only become like an actual serious problem now that drop shipping and like easy printing has become a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because like
and also there are those self-printing services that are like, hey, just upload an image and we'll print it for you. They never get into the logistics of, yeah, that's actually someone else's work and you have no right to it. Wait, what was going on? Oh, so this is Siri's room?
Which de facto counts as our room, actually, sort of.
A spinning top. Gretka's toy. Siri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
A journal?
The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Where'd Siri get this?
Huh. To my dear friends, Philip and Anna, from Count La Guevre. Is it Guevre? How do you think?
Look.
It looks very French, but in any case.
Yeah, I don't know.
Minister of Culture for the Kingdom of Temeria, Vizima, 1265. Whoever thinks curses are only ever manifestations of one being's ill will towards another is sorely mistaken. Shockingly commonplace are reports of curses cast unwittingly on oneself or on objects of one's immediate environment. The consequences of doing so can be difficult to predict. In many cases, they lead to harm, or even the death of the person afflicted by the curse, or of the people spending time with the object or being on which the curse fell. That is why it is so essential to take preventative measures to safeguard oneself as thoroughly as possible against the casting of curses. As an absolute minimum, Madame Amelia Veracruz Leon recommends cleansing oneself of all negative thoughts, striving to be at one with the world, and achieving harmony between body and mind. So, maybe meditation? Or I don't know what that is.
Dedication to the Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima.
Anything in the chest?
No, that's the stash.
Okay. What, were they surprised at your presence?
Oh, go to the kitchen, talk to Gretka. Okay, yeah, I think she just sneezed or something basic.
Oh, look at all those rabbits.
Yeah.
They've been gutted.
I can't imagine it's easy to keep meat preserved for that long, but I clearly know nothing about meat preservation.
It might be one of those things where they were caught earlier in the day, and hopefully they'll be skinned and used soon. Oh.
So you're Gretka?
I am. And you're Geralt.
How do you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Siri told me about you.
You and Siri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did.
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you, and a sorceress. But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you. I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
What friend?
Siri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Our friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
You ask about the toy.
Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Siri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day, and Siri carved it for me. Such a shame she had to leave.
Do you know where Siri is?
No. One day I brought her breakfast, and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did, but he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Siri left me a gift.
A gift?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot. Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping. Watch it.
So, had to go to help a friend.
Matter where the grub's from, long as the bowl's
But
full. No
the
more
Baron
grub.
won't tell us her whereabouts until we found his wife and daughter, who are probably with the cult.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they're taken there willingly or not is yet to be seen, but it looks like at least one among them was a practitioner. Had even had their own little shrine downstairs.
Yep. And that was like a relatively secretive shrine, wasn't it? Because like the Baron didn't even know about it down there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm recording. Why?
Okay, good. Just making sure. I'm not used to this new setup.
That's fair. It's the, do you see the end stream button? It's just to the left of it, and it's the red-orange numbers
Yeah, that makes
that are
sense.
counting up. It's easier to see with this new setup, but unfortunately, I'll have to see if I can increase the font size. I haven't found it yet, but I haven't gone looking very hard. Okay, maybe I have to talk to this guy.
Yeah, it looks to
Yeah,
be.
Jen.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Heard you have a problem. A monster you call a shrieker.
Aye. Prowls about, it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one. Borzoi, huntsman under the old lord, well, he said enough's enough. Claimed he'd put a stop to it, drive the beast away. Took a hatchet. Laid an ambush for the shrieker beyond the moat, where the fields start. It's where we found him. Guts stretched o'er the crown of a tree like gossamer. Took half a day to collect the parts. Put him in a grave.
Ugh.
High time a professional took a look at this shrieker. Anyone around here know more about the beast?
Borzoi's son Simcoe does. Saw the aura with his own eyes. But you might find the lad hard to chat with. Still mourns his father, methinks.
I see. Where'll I find him?
At me homestead. I took the tyke in when he lost his dad. The mother passed long ago.
I really like how they've made unique faces for most
A lot
of
of
these
these
characters.
NPCs, yeah.
Mhm. Maybe not all of them, but at least the ones that you speak with.
Wanted to chase him off. Sadly, that lot outnumbered him. They bound
Notes.
him, dragged him to the
Oops.
barn,
Child.
Can we talk?
Let me be.
Calm down, I just wanna...
Go, I said.
I want to avenge your father. But to do that, I gotta know what killed him.
Shrieker killed him. Don't you know?
That name doesn't mean much to me. Describe the beast. Tell me what it looked like.
Something like a rooster. But huge. With a lizard's tail. I heard Ruffler barking in the woods. Ran to see what you were on about. There were Dad, in the bushes. A hole through his belly. And he were moaning, screaming. I wanted to help, but how could I? How?
Oh, you're what?
Shush now, calm.
Calm. Calm.
Take care, kid.
Why do you instantly use your magic on him?
Because if a kid's starting to have a panic attack,
Nah, that makes sense.
like, normally mind-affecting stuff I would feel not comfortable about. But, like, if I could quickly hand-wave and be like, hey, PTSD attack, just chill. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Nobody needs to freak out like that.
I mean, he saw his father impaled.
Yeah.
And his entrails, yep,
Yeah.
stretched over a tree.
Not great.
So, by the sound of it, rooster with a lizard's tail, is it like a
It's
cockatrice?
Yep.
Is it trice or treece? I always heard it treece.
Unsure. I've only ever encountered them in Dungeons and Dragons, which does not have pronunciation keys. Though that would make a huge difference, actually, for a number of the, like, more niche words.
Wait, is that a bandit or something?
I don't know. Looks like a duelist?
Halt! Stand and duel! I challenge you!
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say! I am Ronvid of the Small Marsh, bound by a sacred oath.
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
To honor Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by dueling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post haste, for I've 99 left after you.
Oh my. Wait, so he only just made this deal to
we're
freeze?
the first person he's gonna fight. And he's fighting Geralt. What a doof.
Why are you challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the Maid Bilberry.
Well, why, then swear. Swear! Maid Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood, fiend. Stand and fight.
Well, too bad. Hey, you got the first cut. A little too slow.
Oh.
I mean, that's effective.
You'll never learn.
I yield.
That enough?
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet,
Go back to Maid Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
we shall meet again.
Dude, you don't want that. I'm gonna be an even scarier flamethrower next time we meet. I'm specking into fire this playthrough. And boy howdy, if I can't spec more into fire, then I'm gonna mod it so I can spec more into fire.
Not so fast, Roach.
I still wish we could get rid of the griffin's head.
Oh,
Oh, there's Roach. There's the head. Can you stick the head in your normal inventory? Or do you always have to have a trophy?
I think I can skip the trophy.
Oh.
Yeah, 10% chance to dismember doesn't really help that much. What's this one do?
The Noon Wraith. Oh, that's the head.
This is kind of grim, but I'm putting this one on.
Okay. Bonus experience?
Mm-hmm.
Hey there.
Oh, well, at least it's in a little bag.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Yeah, I can work with a little bag.
Because, yeah, the image made it look like it had a hook through the eye, and I was like,
Oh,
ah.
yeah, and its tongue was hanging out. But... Yep.
This is considerably more
Slow now.
more doable. Sorry, brain.
Doer.
Yeah. Where are we? So, I'm currently kind of just cycling through a number of these towns to get to all the notice boards, which is probably not the most interesting thing to do, but like,
Part of it is, I do want to find the Baron's wife and
yeah,
daughter, but...
we can do both. I'm just gonna have to like kind of cleanly mix between actually useful plot stuff and some amount of adventuring.
No, that's completely understandable.
And then at some point, I'm gonna have to... what? This is a road?
Whoa there, Roach.
Map certainly doesn't think so.
Maybe it's down... oh, yeah, it's very, very faint, but you
It's
see the
super
trail?
freaking faint.
It almost looks like a deer path. Well, now it's onto the major road.
It is an absolute deer path.
If you guys don't know what deer paths are, if you ever
Let's
tread in
go.
a forest and you see something that looks like a path that's going off the main path, but
Come on.
it's not really cleared by humans, it's probably a deer path. And if you go down the deer path, sometimes you find a bunch of deer. And they're just hanging out under a bunch of trees or in a field grazing. I've done it numerous times. It's rather fun. And they just look up at you.
So how do you feel about NPC chatter in games?
I asked her, how do I get my lush to use this ad? Ow! She gives me an ambulance.
I actually rather like it because for me, especially if I'm playing alone, it's a way for me to get extra lore. Like you hear, while passing by, you overhear snippets about these people's lives, and they could be, you know, talking about the latest gossip or a monster or something. And sometimes it can segue into a quest before you even approach them. And in a game where you don't necessarily have quest markers, it would be a way for you to say, hey, wait, this is the person whose, you know, husband was killed recently by such and such. But in a game like this, I'm pretty sure you're annoyed at the fact that we're trying to commentate and you
Everybody's just screaming as we go by. I think that's my main beef.
I mean, wasn't there a game that we played where everyone was deathly afraid of you all the time? There had to be one. I'm trying to think of it.
You're probably right, though.
I definitely remember playing a game.
Oh.
What?
You can actually get quests by passively eavesdropping.
Yes.
Dang it.
Yes, I knew it. See?
That's good, but...
See? This is why I like to overhear things while I'm playing games.
Warning, no one breathe a word about what happened on Fyke Isle. Wag your tongue and you'll sorely regret it. Nursery rhyme. A lonely ear doth forest hear. A hand with marks, the lady's harks. Shell just inhaled a whole bottle of water. And so now she's dying, so I guess I'll keep going. Man needed. God's almighty. I can't stand another minute of it. Every lass around here's got a man. Save me. So, if you're somewhat young and handy, able to plow a field and don't drink overly much, and most importantly of all, in need of a wife, then come see Helanda. We'll both find what we're looking for.
Nope. We can maybe find her another man, but not gonna be us.
Yeah, not Geralt. Geralt is only after women with magic. Warning. Hark, went to the Crow's Perch to do a spot of trading. Then bandits just spat on my mugs, then shattered them all against the ground out of spite and gave me a sound beating on a lark. Take counsel from my misfortune and stay damn far from that perch of miscreants, Samer. Missing soldiers. Let it be known the Imperial Army is in need of a man who knows the area, hunter or scout, for example, to help us find a missing patrol. It's possible the soldiers fell prey to a monster. This suspicion is confirmed. Anyone delivering this beast's head will be paid a reward by the undersigned. Address any and all questions to the same individual. Glory to the Emperor. Milan Noran, commander of the division stationed on Orton.
Oh, so this is a lady.
Yep.
Listen here. My man Johners left me and our pack of nippers. Wait, nippers? Who would the nippers be? Like their children? Or something? Took whatever valuables he could carry and walked off without a word about where to. Your path crosses his. Spit in his face for me. Honora.
Yeah, part of the reason why I'm doing this is because we get some interesting side quests. Some of these are like level 22, which is a little outside of our capabilities.
Yeah, unfortunately, back there when I had that coughing spell, it was because I had taken a swig of water, but then held it in my throat because I didn't want to swallow too audibly.
Shell,
and
these microphones are not nearly sensitive enough for that. Like, I can eat most foods, and it will never pick me up. So, like, drinking water audibly should be the last of your concerns.
Whereas coughing would be.
Yeah, because coughing, boy, that's audible.
Weren't it recent you went to see him? Aye. And I swore to bring an offering. What is it?
Damn it, Roach. Roach got itself stuck.
Out soon as you need their help.
There we go. Thank you, Swamp Horse. Get out of my way, dear. This isn't no dear location. I'm really liking the foliage in this game. It's... hello?
Oh, are those wolves or something else?
Looks like it. You know what I like to call wolves?
Well, these are wards.
Pyromancy practice. Oh, shoot.
What's wrong?
My chicken sandwich ran out. There we go. It's important to off chicken sandwich. Okay, we want to go up. We want to stick to the main roads.
I had a really good chicken sandwich at Bento Burger when we went last.
Roach. This Roach running from me? I guess, I don't know. Yeah, next time we go there, I'll see if I can get a substitution. And get a chicken sandwich of my own. Where am I going?
For those of you who don't know, there's a place called Mr. Bento Burger. And there's like a normal Mr. Bento place, so bento boxes, if you're familiar with Japanese bento box lunches. Where they usually have like an entree, maybe some pot stickers or a dumpling. I think that's what they refer to the ones that are fried. Those are the ones that typically are the pot stickers.
Yeah.
And then you can have like a side salad and rice and such. But there's this offshoot of the restaurant called Mr. Bento Burger. And it has some of the best burgers I've ever had. And I think it's because they use different oils and maybe even a teriyaki seasoning with their meat or something. I don't know.
Whoa
but
there,
it's
Roach.
always really tender and really tasty and sweet. And along with it, they serve, as I said before, the pot stickers, but then they also have sort of the ginger dressing salad. And it's really nice. And they have really good fries. And you can have like a mixed normal French fry with sweet potato fries. But I just wanted to try their chicken sandwich, and it was really good. And there was a lot of chicken. Actually, it was like they had 3 or 4 thighs or breasts that had been pounded down. It was really good. But in any case,
I just had a sandwich and I'm already drooling.
Sorry.
Quiet after dark. Take heed not to wander about after dark, nor make any unnecessary racket. Keep your windows covered. You burn a candle, and don't throw any damp branches likely to smoke onto the fire. Have enough trouble in the village without attracting more.
Wolfram and Annette. Okay. Good folk, take no advice from the Peller. Oh, what is the Peller again?
You know, I want to say the Peller is like a medicine man.
Oh, okay. When our Rosa fell weak, he said he put her on a pine plank and stick it in with a fired bread oven. Put her on a pine plank and stick it in a fired bread oven? What? Then count to 12 3 times? When we pulled her out, she had burnt to a crisp and there was nothing left to bury but... This guy said to burn their daughter in an oven? And they really fell for this? When we put... Yeah.
For 36 seconds, though.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I guess it really depends on how long she was in there for.
On a pine plank in an oven. The problem is the pine, depending on how new the pine is, it would probably also have all this sap come out and explode, and I don't know. She had burnt to a crisp and there was nothing left to bury the charred bits. But the Peller refused to give us back the 3 hard-boiled eggs we'd given him, saying he'd already eaten them. Wait. They want their eggs back?
No,
they don't want,
they're just pissed off at the guy.
Is Rosa... Maybe Rosa's a chicken?
Oh.
I couldn't imagine it being their daughter. But I could imagine it being a chicken.
Yeah, I don't know.
If that was the egg. I don't know. That was weird. Repent. The ladies of the wood are unhappy, so the trees whisper. The offerings we make are not enough, we pray too seldom, and too often we take their name in vain. Mend your ways, good folk. Show contrition and fervor in your faith, for if the ladies do abandon us, we'll all perish in this forsaken bog. Wait, Crumhilda?
Dear neighbors, I've had these awful dreams where I open my mouth and all my teeth come tumbling out at once, then turn into vile, squirming little things that burrow to the ground. What could this portend? Misfortune, illness, a barren womb? If you know, pray tell, and I'll feast you to berries and broth.
Arcus, some devilry has taken hold of our fields. Something neither spirit nor phantom. Old Will swears on his mother's grave that it's like to be Jenny of the Woods. Whether it is or ain't, be careful and don't go out into the fields alone, and most certainly not without scythe or rake in hand. But if you've courage to drive the foul thing off, you'll receive a handsome reward. Oko.
And he's the elder man of the mid-cops. Okay.
Looking for work. We'll do any job for a bowl of soup or a scrap of bread. I've done bits of coopering and carpentering and have my own tools. Bolo. Yes, my lord.
Bolo.
With the looking for work, it reminded me of the
guy from Ryza.
No, Warcraft.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the peasants, when you select them and they're not doing anything, they're like, ready to work, ready for work. And so, yeah. Job done. Find the witch on your own or ask the residents of Midcops about her. Well, we might as well do a couple of these. One of them's level 10, but, like, we should be okay.
Now, is the witch Jenny of the Woods?
They're separate quests, so I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're that white one.
Let's try talking to this guy.
On your way.
Nope.
Who was the one that said, so you're the white one?
Well, she can't bake bread from... Should send him back to the witch. Might cure him of laziness.
Greetings, ma'am.
Good day to you, sir. Need something?
Got a matter for your village witch. Know where I can find her?
I don't bother with her myself. But ask my man. He'll know. Twerked his back so bad last week he could hardly move. So I sent him to the witch. Came back sprightly as a foal.
Where is he?
In the yard, no doubt. Pain's gone, but sleuth's set in now. Should be hunting foxberries to feed our young'uns. Marion's lad, now that man, he knows how to provide for his family. Got some water rats last. They had food for days.
4 beavers.
The water rats? Yeah.
Good day. Heard you know where to find the local witch.
Who told you that?
Your wife.
Daft wench. Leave me be and don't listen to that nattering sow. We've not had a witch, shaman, nor cunning wench in ages.
Requires delusion.
Would a few crowns refresh your memory?
Oh, well, if that's how you put it. Know the small pond near the village? Path leads off from it. Follow that till you come across a lone rock. Walk around that into the woods, find the old cart, you're there.
Thanks.
It's just... don't harm her, sir. Word of your kind's reached these parts.
My kind, meaning?
Well, the witch-burning kind.
Witch hunters have been here already?
Nay, but we've heard tell of them. So, when I spied you coming, swords and all, straight away I thought tales must be true.
I'm a witcher, not a witch hunter.
Hmm? What? Not one and the same?
No. No need to worry. I'm not out to hurt your witch.
Ooh, a weight off me heart, sir. She only arrived a short while ago, but she's frightfully wise. Even pleasant on the eyes, if you like 'em skinny.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Why is she crying?
We'll never know.
You can't talk. Oh.
Suppose supposed to be a large stone near the pond.
Sometimes the NPCs are just sad.
There's the large stone, and there's the path that goes off
There's
from
the
it.
boulder. Now
Ah!
right and onto the cart.
Why is there blood smattered all over it?
Yeah, it looks like something died there.
There's the path.
Badly.
Uh-oh. Coolies?
Yeah,
Nekkers?
I haven't actually fought Nekkers yet. I do not like saying Nekker. It sounds bad.
It sounds like they latch onto people's necks and tear out their jugulars. Or, you know, sever a carotid artery or something.
I guess. I guess it just sounds too close to, like, other things. It just bothers me.
Miss, cows are wheezing, won't rise from the barn floor. Pus streams from her snout.
Do I look like a dairymaid to you?
No, miss, but you know things. 'Tis our last cow. None other left in the village.
Rest died of hunger, or soldiers let him off. Oh, we're as good as dead without her.
I shall give you herbs. Mix them with water drawn from the spring at midnight, then make the cow drink them. But first, you must clean out your barn thoroughly. Is that clear?
Thank you, miss. 1,000 thanks.
Enough. I've had my fill for the day. Go home.
She's in a foul mood. We'd best come back on the morrow.
Anyone home?
Oh, it's this one. Oh, no.
Oh, no, what? Oh, no, what? Is she gonna... Is she naked in the other room? What?
Yeah.
Why? No. No.
Now, where's she run off to? Managed to amass quite a book collection.
I
So
don't...
what, is she in a basement lair, butt naked?
Powerful aura. Must be some artifact or... So this is where she disappeared to.
Oh, a portal.
But what about downstairs?
Oh, there's a chest.
There we go. Which is firmly warded. Or I've already looted it. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, right, because of your silly auto loot.
You
I
say
hate it.
silly, but like, you absolutely cannot deny how much time I'm saving by
I'm not
just...
looking forward to this. I don't want to see it.
It's okay.
Wow, nice.
This
I
Okay,
was
Shell.
wondering how long it would take you, Geralt. I'm upstairs. Don't be shy.
Mm-mm.
That was directed at you, Shell?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Oh, I bet it's a
Greetings,
pool of
Witcher.
water.
Missed a spot.
Where? Hope you didn't come to Gore.
No, to talk.
Turn around and wait.
Kira Metz deep in the heart of Velen. Thought you hated the countryside.
I can assure you I do. Now more than ever.
Heard a witch lived out here. Never would have guessed it was King Foltest's former advisor.
I'm so pleased the world's still able to astound you, Geralt. I actually envy you that sense of wonder. Common in children, knights errant, and morons.
Someone's grown irritable.
Is that any way to greet an old friend?
I believe I greeted you with a pleasant view. Now tell me what brings you here.
Oh, so if he said that she was Foltest's former advisor, you remember how in the television show they had Triss Marigold there? That was actually her.
Oh.
Like, she was supposed to be the advisor, but I suppose they wanted to include Triss.
Yeah.
Even though Triss doesn't really appear in the books until another time, I think.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know. Though, if it says Sorceresses of the Lodge, that also means...
different order?
She might have been in the second game.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end, burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
So how's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
What's up?
Oh, Triss and this lady were both advisors to Foltest.
At the same time?
Different times.
Different times. Okay.
Changing the subject. Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
I'm looking for a certain young woman.
Oh, really? Who?
Apparently she quarreled with the local witch.
Someone's been feeding you horseshit. The girls around here are too stupid to quarrel with me.
She's not from here.
You're up to something, Geralt. If I'm to help you, you must tell me what's going on. Who are you looking for?
Ciri.
Ciri? Well, now I understand the secrecy, not to mention the brooding, the furled brow. And you say she had some sort of problem with a witch?
So you haven't seen her?
I'm certain I haven't. But recently, someone asked me about an ashen-haired woman. He claimed she would stand out from the peasant crowd.
Top?
Who was it?
Not so fast, Geralt. No humble plea, no offering for the witch.
The few dozen eggs.
What's your rate these days? A couple dozen eggs? 3 hens, maybe?
My rate rises with every word you speak. I'm not sure you can afford the information anymore.
You're pricklier than I remembered. Isn't living in nature's lap supposed to be cleansing, calming?
Nature stinks. Oh, sod it. Don't give me that look. I know it's Ciri we're talking about. It was an elf, this individual who asked about Cirilla. No flea-bitten scoia'tail slob either, but an elven mage.
Yeah, what was he doing in Velen?
What was an elven mage doing in Velen?
Well, I tried to ask him, of course, about everything.
Of course.
Oh, but you know how elves are. He asked many more questions than he answered.
He say what his name was?
He didn't. And he wore a mask. Very secretive all around, but I liked him. He was intelligent and composed.
He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in Velen. He wished to know if she'd arrived before he did.
Oh.
He
You already
say
asked
what
that.
His name was. He say what he wanted with Ciri?
Only that they were to meet in...
Sorry, brain.
He leave any message for her?
No, but he asked that were I to meet her, I should lead her to him.
So you know where to find him?
Yes, he said he'd found a hideout in some elven ruins near the village of Midcopse. I'll go there with you.
Why? Think I'll have trouble finding this place?
I've unfinished business with this elf. He promised me something, but he never delivered it. Besides, I know you think as I do, that she might be there. And I'd like to see Cirilla too.
Bunnies.
Bunnies? What are... There's more of them. Why are there so many bunnies in this secret hideout, and why are they all copulating?
I mean, implications.
Can't go just yet.
In that case, we'll meet there. I'll await you near the cave entrance.
All the snow hares. That was awkward.
Yep. At least they didn't zoom in or put in any major detail. Okay. So we do not want to do this quest next. Because this is a story quest I didn't realize.
She's just going to languish outside of the cave for days while you kill all the local monsters.
Yeah, so I've done that one, and we're not a high enough level yet. It says we are, but I remember it kicked my ass, and so I figure give it some levels, get some better equipment, and that should make life easier.
There's Roach.
Yep. Though we're gonna go find out about the other witchy related thing.
The Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny of the Woods. The alderman is that him? No.
Hey,
Alderman's in here. Yeah. Darkness.
If it weren't for our pharaoh...
Greetings.
What do ye want?
So the notice about Jenny of the Woods, you posted it, right?
Oh, aye, 'twas me. You do it? You's a witcher, is you not? Straight off, a picture in me granny's book. Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers. Remember like it were today. We be afeard of her. But Jenny of the Woods, what's she to you?
I'm on it. Know if anyone's seen Jenny of the Woods? Could tell me more about her.
Old Willem must have, but he won't tell you naught. He were weak of heart. We found him in the fields this morning. Other folk are afeard to go out nights. But you might try Agneta, lives at the end of the village. Word is she saw the wraith.
And nothing happened to her? She wasn't hurt?
Agneta? Outlived 3 husbands, that one. Jenny of the Woods won't do naught to that wench. Isn't easy. Not at all.
First the army's passed.
That is a very angry sounding woman.
Reaper must be having a lark. Got a lump of bread today.
Wraith that haunts the village. Heard you can tell me about it.
Oh, I saw her. Saw Jenny of the Woods with mine own eyes. Like I sees you now, Witcher.
What did she look like? In detail, please try.
Truth be told, I didn't see her too clearly. It were growing dimpsy, and this pale shape loomed afore me, mist-like. I comes closer, and the cloud thickened, and something like a visage came out of the mist.
What did you do?
What do you think, me love? That I'd wait to see the wraith in full glory? Ran to the village to tell folk what I'd seen.
I see. So she appeared to you just after twilight? Important clue, thanks. You take care now.